Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go play action. Trubisky. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A 3-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he right rifles one incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And that takes us from second to third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Out. 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. John Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
22-yard line.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. The points result, we'll call this play significant.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From midfield now, Haskins to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Haskins will keep it on the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trubisky tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Let's go deep, tight
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Over the middle here to Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Edmonds. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he'll let one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Cleveland Browns. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
By Pittsburgh.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
At the 21-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Trubisky. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
23 more yards.
23 yards on the play.
Browns. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that
this is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
A gain of 50.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 7 yards to go.
They go play action now. Haskins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Haskins uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he's got some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus? I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yards. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Get that.
4th down. Here's Haskins. Complete. Jefferson the target. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Haskins. He'll keep it. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Steeler first down.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Richard Jones.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for Cleveland, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl.